Oh my god, I am so surprised. I don't know what happened. Suddenly the flash went on. It was like those two persons. One was buying something from the other, super cinematic, framed perfectly. I took the photo and suddenly the flash goes on. I'm like, oh no, I've been totally caught. And then next thing you know, good morning everyone. Today we're going film photography. I'm gonna drop my A1 and we're gonna take this Olympus AF-10. We are in Kathmandu and I'm super beyond excited. I haven't tested the camera. I found it in the basement of my parents and it used to be my dad's. It's a AF-10 Olympus 35mm f1.35. It's not 2.8, but I think it may work and it has a flash. So I found a battery, put it in. Now we're gonna put some film, AF-10. If you remember, the last time I shot really with the film camera was in Japan, at least for a video. Ever since I have been playing a little bit with things, with different cameras, especially my Konica C35 2.8 that I love, but I kind of broke a lens. And then I bought another one, a new one in Japan, so I'm excited. But I thought, what if we tried a full auto camera? And my friend was like, AF-10 looks great. And I'm like, I have no clue what it looks like. I don't know anything about film, honestly. I'm completely a newbie when it comes to that. I just know the Kodak Gold looked really cool and I like the look and I emulated it in some presets and ever since I like it. So now, I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I think I have to put it somewhere here. There's a little thing to do here. Something, somewhere, you pull it out. Oh, here I remember, I think my dad showed me. You put it like this and then you push it here and oh yeah, there is like a little clip thing here. Where is that? Here. It's like, make sure this is in here. Thanks Dad. And then make sure it's here. Oh no, it's not working. Oh, one sec. Let's see. Maybe I have to turn it a little more. Thank you for watching this ASMR of putting film. Or is it supposed to?
Just put it.
Yeah, just put it. Just put it. Jeremy said just put it.
Just put it and close.
Just put it and close. Remember it's. Oh, it's turning! Okay, I'm excited. Okay, we have how many photos? 36. We have 36 photos. Let's see what we can do. We're in Kathmandu. Let's go explore. Okay, we're gonna keep it super simple for the first shot. Then we'll go down in the streets. We're gonna take a, what do you call that?
Panorama?
Yeah, you know, a shot of everything. I don't know if I should shoot against the light or if I should shoot this way. I think it's fine. Let's see. Did the flash go off? I think the flash went off. That's funny. But apparently this AF-10, it said on the box, the world's finest grain. Let's go check this out. And then I have to get the film developed. That's gonna be interesting. I don't even know where to do it. Maybe I'll have to go back to France with you to do it. And we're gonna shoot this here. Oh my God, it's so exciting. Let's go. All right, so I've been shooting a bit with it, and honestly there is one thing that's slightly confusing, is that I have no warning really of when the flash is gonna start and like take on. So it's fully auto, and I wish I had a mode where I could like turn on and off the flash, but I haven't found the button on it, honestly. So that's something I really wish I had. Now in terms of photos, I have no clue what it's gonna look like, but I took a few cool portraits with it. So hopefully it's gonna work, and it's completely autofocus. So whenever I have pressed, I see it goes green inside, which means that it made the exposure, right? And so I can actually expose somewhere and recompose after, and it will, I think, if I understand, finish the focus once I'm, or how is it gonna do it? I don't know if we can focus recompose like that, but I think so. We'll see actually when we get it processed. We'll see how it's gonna look. I have a few photos left. I'm super excited. Let's continue in back to bar. Okay, super surprised. I only have a few photos left on this camera. I have no clue what it looks like because even when I look in the viewfinder, there's a frame for the camera itself, or at least for what it's supposed to come out. But the thickness of the line is pretty thick, so I don't know what is exactly in the shot. But I took some portraits with it earlier, and I'm super excited. Someone who was selling none. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I'm so pumped to actually see the result. And it's one of those things where you take the photo and then you forget it. You know, it's like, because you've taken it and you can't review it, you can't think about it more than the moment you take it, right? So it's kind of interesting as a process. I really enjoy it. And yes, I have my other camera with me, but this is a fun process. And I think Jeremy, who has a Miju, also enjoys the same thing. It's like, once you shoot it once and then you forget about it. So those are the last few photos, and after we can process the film and discover the results. Stay tuned, I'm super pumped for that. Oh my god, I am so surprised. I don't know what happened. Suddenly the flash went on the shot. I don't know why exactly the flash would go on. There was like those two persons that, two men, one was buying something from the other, super cinematic, framed perfectly. I took the photo and suddenly the flash goes on. I'm like, oh no, I've been totally caught. And then next thing you know, it starts going zzz, which I think means there's no more film. So I'm bummed. This is the end of the adventure, but it's the beginning of the reveal. So for that, we're gonna have to fly back to France, give the film to process, and finally we can review the photos in person. So if you're ready, let's go to France. Okay, I got the photos, guys. I got the photos back. This is 1 month later. We're in a completely different location. Nepal was such an amazing place to visit and to experience as a photographer. I highly, highly, highly recommend it to any of you. So, photos in hand, Olympus AF-10. Is it worth anything? I haven't seen the photos yet, except the first one and the last one. And I have no clue how it's gonna be. Honestly, the process of shooting was a little difficult. I didn't know when the flash would fire sometimes. I could measure my exposure by half pressing and then recompose, but you know, I didn't even know what was happening with the autofocus. It's always a little tricky, also even just knowing how much gets in the frame. I know there's a frame inside the viewfinder, but somehow, sometimes I don't see it properly, you know, especially in the corners. But enough about the experience, let's talk about the results. Number one, a view of Kathmandu. Kind of boring, honestly. Let's just state it. It's nothing. It's nice. You'll have a memory. I'll have a memory of what it looked like. That's it. The second one, ooh, that's interesting. The guy carrying that giant bag on his head. It's kind of cool, but why did I cut it? Look, it's completely cut off here. I don't know why I didn't take a photo more to my right. That would have framed in perfectly in the center, and we would have that line with the temple behind, which would have been really cool. Ooh, this one. I had high hopes for this one. Look at this. So I took this portrait of the guy that was with his sewing machine, and I thought it would come out really nicely and very contrasted, but it turns out not at all. He's blown out. Yeah, it's just not, it's not right to me. But okay, and also it's not sharp. Look, he's not sharp. I don't know why he's not sharp. What happened with the focus? It's focused on the t-shirts behind. I'm not sure why, honestly. That's confusing. If anyone knows, by the way, let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. And just so you know, I shot another video with a Miju also, which is a different one from that Olympus AF-10. And very important, maybe my experience and the results will be completely different. So make sure you check out this other video where I'm actually documenting in POV style, so you'll have the whole process while I'm taking the photos and the results before I even know what I'm shooting. Ah, this is fun. Okay, look at this one. We've got 3 people sitting, and I kind of liked it. It's a very everyday street photo with what's happening with the people. I kind of like it. It's not that bad. It's pretty cool, but somehow it still feels very unsharp. I don't know why, but yeah, everything looks unsharp. Why? Okay, is it just the camera that's not sharp? The portrait of this guy was awesome. We were recording a video and I was sitting around that edge and the light was great. The video came out really nice, the clip, and I was like, oh, this is a cool spot. The guy was chatting with us. I'm like, do you want a portrait? Took a portrait of him with the digital camera and with the film camera, and we can put them side by side so you just have an idea of what they look like side by side. But I wish I could crop in, and I would probably crop in a little more to get rid of that blue part here with the cooler or whatever that was. But the guy looks happy. Again, extremely not sharp. I really hope the Miju photos will be sharper, or maybe it's something I did wrong, but who knows? Yeah, something feels really off. Let me know. Just a scrapyard with someone helping, what do you call that? No, it's not a scrapyard, it's a repair shop for the rickshaws, and the guy is in full action, just everyday life. I wanted that scene, felt cool. Oh, this guy, I remember him. Okay, I asked if I could take a photo. I think I got it also on digital. If we can put it side by side, that'd be cool. But the flash triggered. Look at this. The flash totally triggered. And so we end up with light spills everywhere. Would have been a cool portrait if the light was like super directed towards him, but it's not the case. Ah, that lady with the peanuts. I loved her peanuts. I bought so many of them over the few days. I met her a few times. She was extremely cool. Got her also on digital, but the foreground is really not sharp and the background is sharp. So I don't understand why the wall behind is sharp and not in front. Would have been a cool portrait otherwise. I think the compo is not bad at all for once, right? Like, it's pretty cool. And the shutter speed is pretty low because look, there's blur movement in her hand. It's so interesting. I thought it would actually be a little faster than that, but you don't know what those cameras do. So is that cool? Is that not cool? Another one that's interesting, but here's the challenges of having crazy depth of field. Everything kind of feels like it's almost on the same plane here. But if you get that with a nice shallow depth of field, the guy will stand out from the vegetables a lot more. And here, it's not super sharp everywhere, and I feel like a flash went off. Do you think so too? I'm so bummed. This would have been cool without the flash. Huh? I don't know what you think of this one. Look at this. We've got movement with the lady in the frame. We've got a little bit of what's happening. I kind of like the blurred movement and the sharp building in the background, but I'm not sure how I feel if I would ever keep it or if I feel like it's a reject. What do you think? Let me know. Ooh, okay. I tried really hard. I actually took 2 shots here. The reason is there was this really cool little frame with the road and the temple behind, and it looked epic. And the people walked in. I tried to get them really to pop and get a little bit of silhouette. I don't think the first one works. The second one at the same spot works a little better, but not really also. The subject is not popping out enough in my opinion, as you can see. So, oh, I took a third one. I didn't know. And that one is much better for the subject part. Look, it comes out much nicer with the subject, but look at this issue. I cut off the top of the building. So in a way, we should combine this one with this one, and that would make it look a lot better. But I think this one is my favorite from that trip, even though I cut the top of the temple. I don't know if it's a big deal or not. You guys let me know. Okay, ceremony, tons of people. There was special dances happening. I think this is more of a situation, but everything's so blurry. I don't know why it's so blurry. It doesn't look sharp. Yeah, I'm kind of sad, but I'll keep it as a souvenir, you know, in a little album of what it was in Kathmandu, you know. I think that would work. Oh, the sadhu. Well, the guy that was dressing up for photos. Look at this. This was a portrait. I was wondering how it would come out with this film camera because I have it also on digital. Came out nicely with a shallow depth of field, but here with a strong depth of field, with not a strong depth of field, I was kind of like, sorry, with a very deep depth of field, I was kind of wondering how it would come out, and he's not super sharp. I feel like I should have gone like super close to his face for that shot, and maybe that would have come out better. He's not also really contrasting a lot from the background, so it feels a little messy to me. Ooh, at Budana, at the stupa. Yes, okay, I got the birds flying around and I think that motion blur actually works really well. Oh, that next one is even more interesting because the Budana here, the stupa, sorry, is sharp, is not sharp, but on the next one, the stupa ends up being sharp, right? And so I think I almost prefer the second one, but the movement of the crowd of the first one. And then I have a third try with birds flying in all directions. Oh, I have another try too. I think we can look at them side by side. You guys let me know which one side by side you prefer. I think the last one actually, maybe the better one, but then I'm missing a few birds. So it would almost be a combo between the first one and the last one. Yeah, I would say that combo between the first one and the last one would be best. Okay, next we have, this was such a beautiful place. I love the shots I took with the A1 here. People were walking in for prayers. I was trying to be very discreet, not be in people's faces. But here the focus ended up in the background. I'm having a hard time playing with the light leaks in there. I really wanted to have more leaks and give a little bit of that ambience, make something warmer. But it came out pretty cool, and I don't think it's, when I say cool, like cold, and I don't think it transcribes as much as what I would have wished. Look at the shots I took on the digital, looks much better. And there is a full vlog if you want to see, and a full POV of those photos. So make sure you go watch that after on camera. Oh, this one, yes, look at this. This came out nice, okay? With that little girl on the back of her mom, and that little sun flare actually worked really nicely. I think I had to measure my light somewhere else, like a little bit towards the bottom, and then I recomposed a little bit to the top to get it right. But I'm not 100% sure because there was a risk of the flash coming off also. So it kind of comes nicely. The girl is sleeping at the back, or it looks like it, and it's cool. I wish I shot it from a little higher. On digital, I think I had it from a higher. And then I asked them if I could take a photo of them, and I got the photo with them on camera. As you can tell, again, I don't know why they're completely unsharp, you see? Like, how close do you, or how far do you have to be? 35, it doesn't tell you what the minimum focus distance is. Or at least not on camera, maybe in the instructions. I don't know, I'm super bummed. This would have been such a great photo. Even I like the ambience and everything here. Ah, man. Ooh, I got a photo of the monk also with the light leak. And he ended up really dark. So I don't think I'll be able to do much with that, but it kind of looks cool with the birds flying over him, right? I love the digital version I have of him. I'll be honest. And I have another version, look at this, without the light leak. And here the exposure was a little better. So he's still a little dark, but it's better. It's better. So again, he's unsharp. I'm really bummed. So don't get this camera. This sounds like a terrible camera for sharp photos. A little bit of ambience in the streets. Okay, cool, nice. Oh man, I remember this shot. I was like, okay, this shot, I really hoped it would turn out great. I was trying to get this little guy right here in that patch of light, which I did get him, and have everything really dark. So I kind of measured the light, I think, for the top, for more the sky, and then I took the photo, but it's still overexposed, so I'm super bummed. It doesn't come out as nicely. I tried a second time with him, and not working still. His leg in the air is kind of funny. I kind of like that. But the third one is a little less overexposed, but still isn't working that well. But maybe I can recover a little bit. I'm a little bummed. This is cool shots though. I would put it in my photo album, but I find it real difficult to play with the light the way you can on digital with those cameras. And maybe I would say that my Konica C35 was easier actually to play with light. And when I say play with light, it's like understand when you're gonna be dark, when you're not gonna be dark, etc. Okay, this one I really tried.
Okay, the goal was to have this guy blurry at the beginning of the frame and to be able to see the two guys in the back. It turns out he's blocking both guys, and I had that hesitation when I took the photo. Okay, well, didn't work out, but I like the idea here. It's one of those shots where I like the idea, the composition kind of works. It's just a bad execution with a biker. And oh, Intel. I don't know why I'm saying Intel, but it reminded me of this guy like building crazy thing in his garage, and he was actually repairing a lot of electronics and electrical appliances. I asked if I could walk in, took a photo. It looked really cool, but I will say that he's unsharp. Again, not sharp, kind of bummed out. The flash went off, which was helpful, but I don't know why it's not sharp. So bummed. Ooh. Another shot from the stupa with a bird on the top right here, or a monkey. I'm not sure. It looks like a bird from here, but maybe a monkey. I think I wanted the ambience with a little bit of the leaking in. It works. It works. A little dull for me. I don't know. Something's missing in that frame. Oh, and Bhaktapur. Ah, Bhaktapur is such an epic place. Look at this. I think it looks cool. Very, very vintage feel in that shot. I don't know why. Probably because I'm getting a lot of light leak, but this is when I wanted the photo that was on digital where I had to remove the car. The car is still not in the frame. I got it on film, not on digital. I removed the car after, but I also don't have the guy walking, and I have two people at the bottom of the frame that I definitely would crop out if I had to do it again. Fun, it's fun ambient shot, and this kind of reminds me of the photos. Oh, this one is actually really cool. It kind of reminds me of photos I would take when I was young, you know? When I was a teenager and my camera was kind of crappy, it kind of looked like that. And sure, my compositions got much better, but the light and how it's sharp, not sharp, very not sharp, very, very terribly sharp is a lot more like that. So, okay, that works out. Little street, some cool backlight, nice. I see what I'm trying to do. Maybe that person could be more in the light, but the next one, I'm actually satisfied with that one. Look at this. This came out great. The light leak came out great. We have a silhouette right there. It's properly exposed in a way. Maybe I'm a little crooked. I could balance it a little better, but it works out. Yeah, fun. And, oh, a little portrait. The guy with the, I don't know if it was chapati, but look at that bread that he has in his hand. He looked like so happy. I asked him if I could take a photo. He said yes, and there was a lot of good vibes going on. And I took it first with my film camera, I think, and then with the digital camera. And he's just happy guy, and I love chatting and having that interaction for just a few seconds with him. It's so fun. Last but not least, oh no, it's not the last one. We still have 3 more, I think. Oh, this portrait, the guy at the door, so nice. Again, overexposed. I don't know how to fix that. I thought I balanced it properly, but I guess I didn't. Look, this would be really cool with more darkness, or like if it was like underexposed. And I think I can do that. I have the TIFF files, and they sent me something that was very flat. I had to add a contrast in it, like maybe a contrast on all the shots. I didn't look at them. I just pressed Ctrl-A, add contrast to all of them, because there was zero contrast in the shots. I think they gave me TIFF files very flat on purpose. The lab, I'm not sure what they said in French exactly, and I was like, okay, sure. And then now I regret that they didn't do the correction themselves. But that's for another story. Last shot, someone buying eggs in a shop, and it looked kind of cool. There was some things happening. It's prettily framed. I kind of liked it, but again, it's blurry. I'll tell you guys, I'm kind of bummed by the results because they came out a lot more blurry than I had expected. That was not expected for me. I wanted them to be, I don't know, I kind of wanted to play more with the light. So overall, which shots would I remember? Like maybe the ones in the corners, maybe that with a lady, maybe the small street one. And the portraits, I'll remember them, but I'm a little bummed, honestly, by how unsharp they are and how difficult it was to work with the light. So let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure. This AF-10 is fun. I'm gonna now review all the photos from the Mijou that I have in my hand, that's for another video. So make sure you tune in. I think there's gonna be some interesting ones. Here, you get the sneak peek. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Let's go. Next video, I'll see you there and have an amazing day. Remember, I had so much fun in the process, and that's what is the most important. The process matters the most. Have fun with what you do. Get out there, go shoot, try something different, try something new. I'll see you in the next one.